Beyond all this kosha, again another Advaita term. I'm going to explain the most simple way. A sword is in a sheath, right? Sword, the sword here, sword, right? A sheath. Sheath is a cover. Sword is the real thing. The sword is like your Atma. The sheath is like your panchakoshas. Cover. Annamaya kosha, pranamaya kosha, manomaya kosha, vijnanamaya kosha, anamaya kosha. All these koshas. But if the sword identifies itself with the sheath, the sword will never come out of it. If the sword thinks me and the sheath are one and the same, don't take me out of there. Would you ever see the sword if I don't take it out of the sheath? Will you ever see the sword? What it looks like, how sharp it is? Would you know how sharp it is? How the blades are sharp or blunt, unless and until I take it out of the sheath? Would you be able to say it? No. Would you be able to know your Atma unless you separate yourself from all this nonsense? No. The sheath is nonsense. The sword is the real sense. So that was koshas, Annamaya kosha. So what is Annamaya kosha? Nothing but made of food. Anna is food. So how does Shankara defines it? He says, Anna rasayanaiva bhutva. Made of food and fluids and juices. Anna rasai, essence of food. Essence of food, number one. So, Anna rasai. So how it is made? When the mother makes you in the womb, she makes from the essence of the food that she eats. So, Anna rasayanaiva bhutva, come into being by the essence of the food. Anna rasayanaiva vriddhim, develops by the essence, you grow by the essence of food. Anna rupa prithivyam yad viliyate tad annamaya kosha. That which comes into being by the essence of food, that which grows by the essence of food, and that which goes back to the earth where the food came from, that is Annamaya kosha. Now, what is Pranamaya kosha? Pranas. Prana, there are 5 pranas, we call it. Now we are talking about all this relative world. We're not talking about Brahman yet. So how we deal with this problem. So we're analyzing the problem now. So unless you analyze the problem, there is no solution. So analysis of the problem. Prana, apana, vyana, udana, samana. These are called pancha pranas. So the pancha pranas plus karmendriyas. What does karma means? Action. So the means of actions, these instruments of action, karmendriyas. What is it? Your hand. You do something. I pick this up, I do an action. Karma, my hand. Right? You walk with your feet, karmendriya. We do elimination of the waste, karmendriya. We do procreation, karmendriya. These are all karma. So, hands, legs, elimination, procreation, all this pranas, pancha pranas, prana combined with the pancha pranas, prana, apana, vyana, udana, samana, makes your pranamaya kosha. Okay. And then manomaya kosha. What is the mind sheath? Mind sheath is along with the jnanendriyas. Jnana means not the ultimate knowledge. Jnanendriya means of knowing. So with my eyes, I see this is a mouse. So this eye gave me an information that this is a mouse. So I got some knowledge, jnana, through my eyes. So this is an instrument of knowledge. Okay? I'm talking and you hear me. So your ear gave you some knowledge. So this is jnana indriya, instrument of knowledge. And this mouse is dead, smells bad. Dead mouse smells bad. So my nose gave me some knowledge, some information. So my nose is jnana indriya. So there is a difference. Karma indriya, jnana indriya. My hand is not going to tell me how this smells. So hand can only pick it up. So it's only a karma indriya. My feet won't tell how this smells. I'm not getting any information from my feet that this is black, white, red, or this smells good or bad. Right? So these are all called jnana indriyas. What are the 5 jnana indriyas? Sense of touch, skin, right? Sense of touch. And then chakshuhu, see, srotra, hearing. And then chikva, tasting. When you taste something, you say taste good or taste bad. So that is information. So these are all called jnana indriyas. So jnana indriyas plus the mind makes it manomaya kosha. So, and what is vijnanamaya kosha? We have the mind and then the buddhi. They call the intellect. And what is mind and intellect? Let's say Enid is driving Farah. And Farah says, Mommy, I like that ice cream. Let's go get some ice cream. But Enid says, no, ice cream is not good for you. You'll catch a cold. Right, Farah? Now, Farah is the mind. He wants ice cream. You'll catch a cold is the buddhi. Huh? But do you listen to the buddhi? No. Farah wants ice cream, but she'll have it. You know, it's so amazing how the mind can cheat the buddhi. Going there, let's forget Farah, let me see. Going to an ice cream. I know that if I eat ice cream, I'll catch a cold. I know for sure. So, but still, we have all the friends, and then they were there, and somebody says, oh, just for one day, eat it, it'll be fine. My buddhi says, don't eat it. But all these friends and my mind says, oh, it's only one day, it's okay. So finally, mind wins. I eat it. So then, buddhi again says, don't eat ice cream. Again, eat it again, again, eat it again. So I suffer. So when I do this repeatedly again and again, that becomes vasana, or habit, that gets ingrained. So next time, doesn't matter whether you're sick, you're forced, you're impelled to repeat an action that you have done so many times before, it becomes a habit. First it's a little fight, buddhi saying don't do this, mind saying let's do it, and then the mind wins. The second time the fight is a little less fierce, third time the fight is a little less, and there's fourth time there's no more fight, because the mind is complete control, buddhi is in the background. Because now it's become a habit. That's what a habit is. Initially, it's very easy to shake off a habit. The buddhi keeps telling you when you stop it, but when you don't do it, repeat it, it becomes what they call vasana. Vasana means your likes and dislikes. Everybody has different vasanas. Somebody likes butterscotch, somebody likes vanilla, somebody likes chocolate. These are vasanas. Now when you come with these vasanas in your next birth, they become sanskaras, because now they are ingrained, brought from previous birth. Got it? So vasanas and sanskaras. So your habits become vasana, vasana becomes sanskara. That is why twins born to the same parent, same genes, brought up in the same environment will not be the same. They are two totally different personalities. What they brought with themselves. sanskaras and vasanas. Okay? So, that is Vijnanamaya Kosha, buddhi with the knowledge. So, because buddhi also works with the jnanendriyas. Because when the eye sees that this is a dead rat, and buddhi says, walk away. But mind says, let me go and see what it is, how long it's been dead. Buddhi does that all the time. Let me find out how long this has been dead. Mind says, don't do that. You'll get infected. Says, no. Buddhi, you're right. So, buddhi also works with jnanendriya. Mind also works with jnanendriya. So, when buddhi works with jnanendriya, it's that vijnanamaya kosha. Okay? So, beyond all this, then we go into sleep. When you're in a deep sleep, none of this is in play, and you enjoy that sleep. That sleep is so good. You like that sleep. Everybody likes deep sleep, don't they? Right? And that is Ananda. That is Ananda. Not Sachidananda. Ananda. Good sleep. Lovely sleep. So these are all koshas. Okay. Now, what is the nature of this sharira? The Annamaya kosha. Shankaracharya defines so beautifully. Asti, jayati, vardate, viparinamate, apakshiyate, vinashyati. This body, Annamaya kosha. What does it do? It comes into being in the womb. Jayate, then it's born. Vardate, it grows. Apakshiyate, changes. There always change in the body. This model of 2018 is not the same model as 2017. Changes. Vardate, apakshiyate, changes. And then vinashyate. One fine morning, this is going to go. Go. No exception. Nada. We all think we're going to live forever. We attend funerals, we see people hearing, but still somehow we think we are not going to die. My arrows, cursor. Asti, then jayate, vardate, viparinamate, changes, apakshiyati, and then decays and dissolves.
It's a cycle.
Now, but we need this body. Why do we need this body? It is through this body that through this sthula shariram and sukshma shariram, through this physical body and the subtle body, that we are going to work out our karmas. So, how do you work out the karmas? Happiness for good karma, sadness for bad karma. So, ayatanam. So, the shariram is an ayatanam. Ayatanam means is a receptacle. Receptacle for working out your karmas, working out your happiness and sorrow, the joys. So, sukha dukkhadi bhoga ayatanam shariram. What is sukha dukkhadi? Results of your karmas. So, that is the body. Now, if I build a house, that house is a receptacle. This is the house. But in that house, if I don't have electricity, if I don't have refrigerator, if I don't have air conditioner, if I don't have a TV, You think that house is any good? Just the house. So I need all this, right? So all this is called sadhana. The electricity, TV, my refrigerator, my stove, they're called sadhana. So your sukshma sharira is like the electricity. Your body is like the house, ayatanam. And your sukshma sharira. So with just the body alone, I cannot experience my sukha dukkha, my happiness and sorrow. Just with the body. Let's say you don't have pranamaya kosha, manomaya kosha, vijnana. If you don't have manomaya kosha, if you don't have a mind, and if you don't have the feeling, how are you going to experience sorrow? No. So you need both. You need a body and the gross body and the subtle body to experience the results of your karmas in terms of happiness or unhappiness. That's sadhanam. He says sukha dukkha bhoga sadhanam. Sadhanam means that with the help of this instrument you experience it in the house of the body. Ayatanam. Now the upadhis we already talked about. The Atma identifying with this body, physical body, I am 5 feet 10, and the Sukshma Sariram, I am happy, I am miserable, I am sad. That is Upadhi. I am adding on some color, taking upon something on the unreal, on something that is real. And the Karna Shariram, that is, these are this Sthula Sukshma Sariram. Karna Shariram, we can talk about it. If I ask you, you say, I had a good sleep and I enjoyed my sleep. It was very good, it was pleasant. If I ask you to explain in so many words, if I ask you to write a book about that experience of deep sleep, will you be able to convey that experience? No. That is called anirvachyam. It can't be talked about. That karma shariram, that you go experience that in deep sleep, the joy you experience in deep sleep, it cannot be explained in words. So that is karma shariram. Now none of this is Atma.